Okay guys, welcome. This is Jared Goring and this is my 2-1 graded assignment for calculating the transportation costs and putting together a video based on the answers that I received from our transportation director at the school district that I currently work for, and compiling this spreadsheet that I have here in front of you. This simply states for the boys basketball team on one side and the girls basketball team on the other. I have color coded this based on total number of miles, followed by how much cost per mile it is, which is 50 cents in our district, followed by the time allotted for the game and travel to and from the school, how much extra duty pay that the bus driver will be making, and then the total cost that we will be giving for each away contest. So even though our boys and girls basketball schedules are very similar as far as our opponents go, we do have some differences that I've outlined here on this spreadsheet for you. Most importantly, I have compiled how many total miles it is from our high school to the opponent site, how much, depending on how many miles it is, how much they're getting paid per mile, which is 50 cents per mile, how long the game time is lasted for. They're getting paid $15 per hour. And then the total cost that it is for that extra duty worker that night. So generally it's the bus driver that's taking them, staying with them throughout the entire game, and then transporting them back to the school once the game is over. Okay, just to kind of go over this a little bit more in detail for you with the spreadsheet that I've put together. Here in yellow, what I've highlighted is the total number of miles from Washburn High School to the destination site of where we're playing. Here highlighted in blue is 50 cents per mile, based on the total number of miles what the bus driver is making for the allotted drive that they have for the given miles. Here in orange is the time that it's going to take from pickup time to transportation time to getting them back to the school once the game is concluded. And here in light green is how much they're getting paid per hour at $15 times the total number of hours that it is. And is even broken down if it's 3.5 hours, 3.75 hours, 2.75, etc. here on this spreadsheet. And then lastly, in the last column here in gray is the total cost that it would be for that bus driver to transport the team to and from the high school to an away site for the basketball season. So as an example, let's go back over to the boys side here. Mid-season tournament to where they go to St. Thomas Aquinas 3 days in a row is the most expensive trip, most expensive week of the season, where they're traveling 65 miles to and from the high school. They're getting paid 50 cents per mile, which comes to $32.50, 4 hours for the time there and return, and then $15 per hour would give us a total cost of $92.50 a day. So you do that times 3, you can see that it starts to add up quickly. Overall, our boys season totals up to $1,097, and our girls season totals up to $1,040. So about a $50, $57 difference there, as you can see. But again, we have a lot of common opponents, so that does help, that we can help combine on the buses. We take a total of 2 buses to where we combine our junior varsity teams, our freshman level teams, and our varsity teams all together. Okay, in conclusion here, guys, I just want to wrap up and point out that this does not include postseason play. So if both the boys and girls teams do qualify for postseason play, that would be in addition to this spreadsheet that I've put together for you. Our state tournaments currently for the girls and boys are both held in Wichita, Kansas, which is about 200 miles away. And depending on schedules and game times, could be an overnight stay as well. So that would be an added expense to both of those teams if they happen to qualify for postseason play. So as you can see, this spreadsheet's very user-friendly, very easy to follow. Simply put, the highlighted columns for you are easy to go through and calculate the total number of miles, the 50 cents per mile allotted for the driver, the total amount of time, the $15 per hour that the extra duty worker, the bus driver, is making, and then the total cost per game, giving us our grand total down here at the bottom column. So as you can see with the boys and girls seasons, even though it is a very long season in the winter for basketball programs, If you can keep some common opponents together, it is easier to combine those teams at the freshman level, junior varsity level, and varsity level. So you just take 2 buses to those contests. Thank you very much for your time.